how the wicked wants you to do, because that's what makes you a slave, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, man. If you lock your spirit into the carnality of this place, you're designed to be, you know, Yashar Allah, Prince of the Power. So,
That's why people serve the Lord incarnate, because what? They think they get on to a church, or they think they get baptized in water. Those are the things that or they pray. The scriptures talk about they don't be as a hypocrite. All right, they pray out loud and all that, man. They say pray to the Most High in secret, man. They thinking they do much yelling and screaming that the Lord healed them. That's carnal. That's the ways of the Gentiles, man. All right? Think because you pray louder, you say the Lord, or speaking and praying in tongues, and all that stuff is carnal works.
If you want to show out and represent for the Lord, that's one thing. But when you, like Ox said, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something I have to do. Yeah. When I see it, I try to just, I don't try to say much about it to you. But it is something that you recognize. It says, we're going to bring it back. It says, Romans 7:14 says, for we know that the law is spiritual. It says, I am carnal, so under the sun. Verse 15 it says, but that which I do, I allow not. It says, for what I would, that do I not. It says, for what I would, that do I not. It says, for what I hate, that I do.
Right, and that's the spirit in the flesh. Because you're going to fall to the flesh. All right? You know your spirit telling you the right thing to do, but your flesh needs to do something else. But your spirit is in a contrite spirit. Your spirit is in a shameful way. So that's when we do something wrong, or we do something that we don't necessarily agree with, our spirit be the ones that we be shameful of what we do in the flesh. That's why we do the things that we suffer not. Because we know the right thing to do, but our flesh, because we in the flesh.
God. And the more that you separate from your spirit from your flesh, the more you realize your flesh is literally a beast. It feels like you got an untamed dog that you got to take care of, you know what I'm saying? You're holding it on a leash, you know what I'm saying? Trying to prevent it from running at everything. It literally feels like a beast that you have to conquer for.
They can't be satisfied. The flesh is covetous and covetous, man. That's why J. Cole said what? Love yours. You see what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a bigger house. It's always gonna be a better.
It's ass whoop.
It's always gonna be a bigger house.
Right there.
It's always gonna be
a
finer woman. There's always gonna be something that you're gonna see. You can never be satisfied. The spirit gets rejected what's right and wrong. See what I'm saying? That's the spirit in us that can done these things. All right. That's why you gotta walk according to the spirit and not according to the flesh. All right. You gotta make a choice. You can't serve two masters.
It says, Romans 7 and verse says 16, it says, then I do that which I would not, I will consent to the law that it is good. So it says, now then, it is no more, I thou do in the sin that dwelleth in you.
Right, so sin dwelleth in us. This is exactly why the Most High is the only way, not our own way. All right? They say a man that lean out on your own understanding. All right? Yeah, that's the spirit.
I can tell.
Yeah, that's the spirit, man. Them people like that, if that brother had faith in him, the Most High take that spirit off. Because those demons, they get weaker. The closer they get farther, the stronger they get. You see what I'm saying? Because you're closer out in that world. That's why the Lord say what? When two is gathered in my name, I am in the midst. All right? That's the spirit, man. You know? They heard it too.
You can, at this point, you can tell people you think it's crazy or
When people crazy, they get sacrificed to do tough shit. But with the shaking and all, like it's like a spiritual. It's like they in an unclean spiritual realm or something. Like they possessed or something.
might as well be.
Yeah, that's really to the flesh. You just exactly not the hope.
Continuing, it says, Romans 7 verse 18, it says, for I know that he that is, says, in my flesh dwelleth no good thing.
In our flesh dwelleth no good thing. All right, that's why we can't think upon our flesh, man. That's another reason why men is the leaders of the nation. That's why the men is supposed to be the heads of the households. All right, because our woman is more emotionally invested, which that's a little more contact to the flesh, how they feel. All right, instead of dealing with logic. It's a more spiritual way to deal with logic, wisdom, understand. That's more spiritual than your internal feelings, how things make you feel. All right, because you got to wrestle between the spirit and the flesh. But emotion, that kind of is like, it's kind of like a thin line with your emotions. When you're emotional, you're not necessarily thinking spiritually. You know what I'm saying? When you're emotional, you thinking, according to the flesh, man. All right. Go ahead, dog.
Verse 19 it says, for the good that I would, I do not, says the evil which I would not, that I do, says verse 20 says.
Right, so that shows you that you're going to fall sometimes. Say adjustment and fall and get it back up. I don't have a shame for covering over you, man. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, I do certain things and then I'll be shameful about it, man. And honestly, the longer you be seizing the truth, honestly, the more shameful that you really be feeling. Like when you first come to truth, you do something, you just thinking, I'm gonna get over it. But it's like you get certain bumps and rolls now, you feel like, damn, I should have known better. It's like the harder you gotta fight the flesh, the more spiritual you
And it's
be.
because you did have things that are ingrained in you that you already know.
Yeah.
So you really in a boxing match. Before it's like you didn't really know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you might go look it up or you hear, but you'd be at camp, you hear a brother talk about it, and you be
Right.
like,
In the back of my mind, I did that.
oh, snap. And that's when you figure it out, so you feel a little bit ashamed. At the same time, you be like, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But when you seize it, you know what I'm saying? Then you be like, oh man, now you're battling yourself, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. So,
Really, because you was fighting it so long. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's dealing with a woman or doing this, like, you've been fighting it so long, the spirit been fighting. But eventually that one day you just weak and then it happened. You see what I'm saying? That's how it be. Now I ain't nothing outrageous like killing and doing all serving other guys and all that type of stuff. Like, you ain't necessarily got the hope, you ain't necessarily got the faith thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things, you know what I'm saying? Through the spirit, rather than being disciplined with your diet, sometimes whenever you fighting, you gonna fall because your spirit be like rejecting it. Like, I ain't gonna eat this donut or whatever. Your flesh be your spirit constantly fighting your discipline. But because it's spiritual, eventually you gonna snap.
and that's how you know that the flesh is desperately wicked and it always has bad intentions, but the spirit is not, man. Because whenever you do something that's for your benefit to your body, you know what I'm saying, the flesh is subject to addiction, the spirit's not.
Yeah.
So whenever you have to have like a particular diet, say you have to fast or whatever, your flesh just it's not cooperating. It's not
Right.
like it's getting in your head. It's making you think all types of stuff to break the fast, to get off the diet. But your spirit is the one that's like, oh no, we can make it through this. We gotta calm down and things like that. If you ever think of any instance to where you had to do something that was better for your health or something like that, your flesh never really agreed. The flesh doesn't agree until it's on the verge of death. That's only when the flesh when be like, okay, maybe I can,
It ain't comfortable.
Yeah,
Because even working out, your flesh don't. It's a painful sense.
flesh
of
don't
it.
agree to that, man.
When you doing cardio, running, jogging, lifting, you know what I'm saying? You could think you being fleshly, but it's really an eternal drive that's in you that's really working it. You see what I'm saying? Your body don't like being sore and shit. But people that's fat, obese type shit, like they eating food, they feel good. You see what I'm saying? When you eat food, you're not straining or hurting or, you know what I'm saying? But you lifting weights, you know what I'm saying?
And the trick is that it's desperately wicked. You can train it, but because eventually when you start working out enough, you start to dopamine start kicking in and things like that. But the flesh didn't want to do that to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's always the easy way out, which is in this world is always Satan set up. Everything wicked is the easy way out. So it's not like the kingdom, man. In the kingdom, everything's gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. But it's gonna be through righteous means. Here, everything is easy, but it's everywhere you look, there's an easy way out. Got some type of trick back to you.
Yeah.
Easy food, kill you back. You know what I'm saying? Everything is here easy. It's a one-way ticket to death, or just straight up sin. Easy pussy. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, man.
So that's why the scriptures is the comforter, man. Like, but and also that's why we need grace. Because we all worthy of death. Ain't not one of us gonna be able to sit here and be blameless and we never did.
Exactly, because
You
if
see
you
what I'm
had if your mind even thought to the intent to do it, you know what I'm saying? then
Exactly, yeah.
You already got blame, and we know that the flesh is
Right.
desperately wicked, and it just said that